All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. Before we jump into this chart, I just want to go ahead and quickly announce to everyone, because this is something that I have been emphasizing, but a lot of new time investors or first time viewers are coming across the channel. And yes, you're looking for the chart analysis, but this is what happens in a lot of the videos, and you guys are leaving money on the table, guys. This second half of the video is where the money's at. I've done it endless times with Pendule Duo sitting at 124, ran up to 147 in just 5 days. Charge Point at $19, and in just a few days it ran up to 32. And Skills at 14, 15, and then we talked about it again at 12. I wanted to emphasize it, and it ran up 19 plus, right? So we've done it countless times. Now, not every single time I talk about a stock towards the end of the video means that it's guaranteed to go up, but I share with you guys new opportunities, and this is where the money's at. Yes, you're here for the chart analysis. I get it. I can't blame you. I understand you. If I was watching a video myself or watching one of my own videos, I'm just looking for the chart analysis. I only care about the stocks I'm invested in and move on. I get it. But in this channel, I make chart analysis out of gratitude, and I add on towards the second half of the video new opportunities, and this is where the money's at. Now, not only do I talk about the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list, but I also discuss, as you see on the screen, the ticker symbols I mentioned over in the morning over at the Discord, guys. Every single morning I mention the stocks I'm watching, and if that's something that interests you, the link to the Discord is down below. Slots are filling up pretty quickly, and we have a community of 100 plus members already, all looking to learn and grow together. Smart, intelligent investors, all focusing on the same goal, to maximize profits and minimize losses. And if that's something that you're interested in and you want to become a part of, as you can see on the screen, the different opportunities that have presented themselves in the last several weeks, you're more than welcome to join us, and we look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into this chart and stay tuned on in. All I'm asking for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time right after this chart analysis to talk about the stocks I mentioned in the morning, as well as the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list. So here we are with Ocgn stock, Ocugen Inc. And Ocugen stock has actually been falling towards earnings, and it started to run. Now, I have 2 articles to share with you guys, and I just came across them today. If not, I would have showed it in yesterday's video. But in yesterday's video, I gave a full, thorough explanation on how I feel about the company based off the history of other articles, what articles and analysis ratings are saying, the valuation of the company, if the Covaxin vaccine rollout and profits are already priced into the price of the stock, the $10 premium offering, right? The word premium, why it was so interesting, and so forth. Now, I'm not going to take away that this stock can't run up again and that it can't break through $16. I'm not going to take that away from this stock. But I do want investors to be aware that this is a speculative stock, and I've been saying that since way back here in March when it dipped to the lows of 580, ran up 2 times, and I was starting to get a little concerned that that was the run up that we were going to see for April. Now, it started to dip really bad, hit the $5 mark again, and it took off, guys, right? And that was a point where things turned around and this started to run. Now, it was not able to break through the highs that it previously hit, but it got up there, right? So one of the things that took away that run and momentum was the offering. And the offering is supposed to help Ocugen in their studies and what they're trying to do. So we're going to see what happens moving forward and if they use it correctly. But with the market cap and everything going on, it's very interesting to think if things are already priced in, and the only thing that can make this run is the speculation and hype of investors. So let's go ahead and read this. So this says, if you have Ocugen stock, now's the time to take profits. That was on the 3rd, okay, at 11:58 a.m. So let's look at the 3rd, how it was doing. So at 11:58 a.m., it was basically almost at its peak. That was the 3rd right there. And it basically, throughout that whole day, is the peak that we saw. And after that, it started to collapse. So on the 3rd, this came out. Now, they say that Ocgn stock is best reserved for speculators, and I agree. This is a speculative stock. Then they start talking about, everything going on with it, and then comparing it to the other vaccine companies and what they need to do But at the end of the day, that's very interesting. Now, some of you may disagree with this, and that's okay. You're not supposed to agree, but this is a very interesting article that I came across, and I wish I would have came across it sooner. If not, I would have actually talked about this and added it to my statements yesterday, okay? Now, I'm not going to take away that the stock can go back up or even break through those levels. I mean, you'd be surprised what, bullish sentiment can do of investors pushing up a stock. We've seen that plenty of times. Now, this is why the stock actually fell today. Now, I don't have access to this. This came out about 37 minutes ago, and you have to subscribe and so forth. And if anybody has access to this, I would love for you guys to share more information in the comments down below. It's the business journals, but it says Ocugen stock drops on delay in filing emergency use application for COVID vaccine in US. Okay, basically at this point, Ocugen is not doing anything to push forward. And that's what everyone was expecting on earnings. Now, earnings was not as terrible as one would think, but it turned out to be pretty bad. It wasn't as terrible as, the past, right? Like this one was kind of neutral, but if we go all the way back to these other ones, it was tremendous amounts, right? 250%. This one was a little bit less, about half. This time around was a joke. Like they took advantage of the offering they had just did, a 500 million offering, and then all the other things, and the growth of the company going from like 33 cents all the way up to like $10 at the time. So yeah, but right here, right, because they basically skipped that point. Right here is where you actually see the earnings that are showing us where is Ocugen really going. So right now, the only reason why Ocugen is running is investor sentiment or just the technicals, and the bulls reappeared. Now we have to see if this can continue. If this momentum can continue, this may start to compound and push it upwards. But emergency use approval is literally the next catalyst that this stock needs to even move up to newer highs beyond $16 or get close to it again. So I do want you guys to be aware of that. And if you haven't seen my full video on how I feel about Ocugen moving forward and everything I think about it, you definitely should check it out. I posted it yesterday. So Ocgn stock, nice little run here, but a big dip, right? It fell tremendously from $16 all the way down to a low of $7.61, guys. This is our true support right now. If that gets broken through, this could be on its way down to newer lows, new support levels, and getting deeper into bearish territory. I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware of that and pay close attention to how the stock is reacting if it breaks through those levels and goes any lower. Now, the 50-day moving average, which we're in tug of war zone, is 975. Okay, that needs to be broken through by the bulls, turn into a support so they can reach newer highs and newer levels of resistance. Now, our resistance is slightly above that at 986, but I would use the highest point in the pre-market, which was 1015, for the bulls to actually break through, turn it into a support, pull away from the 50-day moving average, and reach newer highs. Super, super important for the momentum to continue. We're going to have to see how things play out. Volume needs to continue staying higher than the average volume, so always keep that in mind. Pay attention to the volume. This market cap is interesting as well. We're going to have to see how that impacts if things are already priced in or not. And if you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. It helps out the YouTube channel, lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. And stay tuned on in. All I'm asking for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys that you won't want to miss. So the ticker symbol I have for us today is one that I've talked about before, and if you have not added this to your watch list, it's definitely a stock you want to have on your watch list, guys. Moving forward, this is a stock you want to definitely have on your watch list because based off of analysis ratings, there's upside potential. Based off of articles and everything about this company, there's so much growth going for it into the future that it will reflect at some point in the stock's price. If everything goes as planned, according to the articles and analysis ratings. Now, before we jump into it, I do want you guys to be aware that if you want to know the full watch list that I post weekly and the stocks I watch daily over in the market every single morning, you can join us over at the Discord. The link is down below in the description. And by joining, you'll gain access to both the weekly watch list over at the Patreon and the Discord daily stocks watch list and the community, guys. We have a community of 100 plus members, all intelligent, smart investors looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. And if that's something that interests you, you're more than welcome to join us, and we look forward to having you join us. So the stock that I want to share with you guys, I mentioned it yesterday and I've mentioned it a few weeks ago, and we've been watching it every single time it hits these levels, but it actually broke through $20, and it's PLTR, guys. And I want to emphasize it because this does have room to continue to fall or consolidate, one of the two. Okay, it may consolidate, and that's a good thing because it'll show strength. And if it falls, it's not that terrible either, because that's the expectation moving forward, that it's going to continue to fall, especially that it's now below $20. That had been basically the floor. So this is giving us, every single time it touches the $20 mark, anywhere between 10 to 20% opportunities on these runs right here. Every single time it has touched $20. Now, this time around, it's a little bit different, okay? It's pulling back. It's actually broken through the $20 mark, and it's hitting newer lows. This stock had not hit these lows since December, guys. Since way back in December and even November, we have not seen these numbers. So this is very interesting, and this is the best time to be watching this stock and doing your research if you don't know much about it. So for the swing traders, this stock has tended to move up a few days later. I'm not guaranteeing that, and this is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you to buy, sell, or hold any positions on PLTR or any of the stocks that I mentioned, but I am here to enlighten you guys on opportunities that are being shown based off the charts and the market overall. Now, this is in the growth sector, so we want to be aware of that, and that's why this could pull back even more. Now, if it consolidates, all it takes is one catalyst, and it's going to pull it upwards. But for those that are long on this one, this is a great opportunity to keep your cost average low or bring it down or kind of stay within it and watch it if it goes even lower to get that cost average even better. And that's just my opinion, and that's what I would do. But this stock right now is in a position where it either consolidate or pull back even more, guys. So it's very important to do your research if you have not and understand this company before making any decisions on investing or even moving and proceeding forward on this stock. You need to understand the stocks you're looking at, but definitely a stock to add to your watch list if you don't have it already. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.